So, now that my music's all ready, let's get into some questions. So, Joey asks, what is your favorite thing for breakfast? We need to see another breakfast with Jtails. Alright, what's up, Joey? My favorite thing for breakfast, pancakes. I usually will not turn down pancakes, especially if they have chocolate chips in them. And we will probably be seeing a few more videos on this channel featuring food. I don't want to give any spoilers, but we'll be seeing some pretty soon, so sit tight. Zane asks, hey Jtails, which Smash 4 and Melee competitors are your favorite and why? Well, Zane, my favorite Melee people to watch, usually a lot of the top players. I like watching Axe because he uses a character that nobody else can do that well with, so it's pretty crazy to watch Axe play as Pikachu in Melee. Some of my other favorites are M2K because he's just so good at every Smash game. His fundamentals are just incredible. And Leffen, I enjoy watching Leffen because I think it's actually kind of cool to see someone rise up and beat these guys who've been winning the same tournaments for the past 10 years. Same results. New kid on the block comes by and beats them. That's exciting. So I enjoy Leffen and his personality. You know, I think it comes with the territory. As for Smash 4, I enjoy watching Anti, even though he doesn't compete very much. Just the way he plays is unlike any other player, and I always felt like he's one of the best Smash players in the world, so I just enjoy watching him and just seeing his decision making, you know, kind of happen. Another favorite from Smash 4 is Nairo. He's just so in your face, action packed. There's never a dull moment with Nairo playing, so I very much enjoy watching. I like how he pressures his opponents and no one really knows what he's going to do next due to his sheer aggression. It's pretty cool to watch. Leon asks, did your parents support when you first started uploading videos to YouTube? What motivated you to start streaming / uploading yourself playing video games? Well, these are pretty good questions. Actually, my parents, my mom never really supported me playing video games very much at all, nor did she really care for YouTube very much. My dad, you know, he's always been a little more open-minded, and he kind of supported me going to tournaments and kind of, you know, pushed me to do a little bit better each time. What motivated me to start streaming and uploading was, I don't know, I've been pretty good at video games, and I know most people can say that because they've been playing video games their whole lives, but I've just enjoyed when friends would come over and, you know, sometimes when we would get tired of two-player games, they would just enjoy watching me, you know, go through a one-player game and, like, either see my reactions or see me accomplish very difficult tasks kind of with an easier time than most people. So I really enjoyed that I kind of had the ability to figure things out quicker in video games, or kind of like learn games like upon first touching them faster than most people. So I don't know, it's fun to perform in that way and to do something that comes sort of naturally to me. It just made me want to upload it and kind of just see what reactions I would get. So yeah. Shane asks, who is your waifu? Well, Shane, I guess over the years I've accumulated a few different waifus, but definitely since Smash Wii U came out, Lucina, probably one of my waifus. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Winry, and for those who don't know, Okami-san, from her own anime. So yeah, those are my waifus. Definitely check them out. Kai asks, how do you deal with the disrespect and doubt? And he quoted a Twitter reply of someone referring to Diddy Kong carrying me on a status of show food. You know, people are gonna hate no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter how well you're doing. I don't care who you are. Even Zero gets haters. He gets people who, you know, write things to him. I don't care if you're a famous baseball player, movie star. There are always gonna be people who like you and who respect you, and people who don't, who just for no reason, or maybe for one of your actions or something that has happened, are gonna disrespect you, are gonna always hate on you and doubt you. And all you can do is just realize that these people are always going to be there no matter what, no matter how you react to the situation. So it doesn't really matter. You can kind of just ignore things like this because it really adds no constructive, usually, no constructive information or insight. Now, sometimes it is okay to reflect and to look and see what they're saying and kind of think about it to yourself, like, hey, are they right? And, you know, if so, then, well, it's something to think about, but don't dwell on it. And if they're not right, then, well, just ignore it because it isn't really helpful to you in the first place. Missy asks, how do you get motivated? And this is a tough one. It depends on your situation, on your living condition, on your mood. It can depend on so many other things, but, you know, there are certain ways to get motivated and to get inspired, whether it's, you know, watching your favorite athlete, your favorite, you know, if there's a song that you enjoy that really kind of pumps you up, you can listen to that. You can watch your favorite tournament player. You can talk to someone who inspires you. You can just kind of think to yourself and just think about what your life is right now and what you want it to be. And if you're not doing anything or kind of taking the steps towards getting to the point where you want to be, that in and of itself should be motivation, assuming you have the means and perhaps the time to start doing those things. You know, you can create an outline and start planning for yourself. I find that, you know, writing things in a notebook or kind of planning things out to the best of my ability helps me kind of get motivated, or at least try to stay on track. Because it is difficult, especially if you don't have a consistent sleep schedule or things like that. But definitely having a consistent sleep schedule helps, and setting time out for the things that you want to get done, and just, you know, kind of stick to it. Don't break away from your plan. Definitely stay on top of it and try to accomplish it. Bukisar asks, life is full of hardships and surprises. How do you actually get through life itself? Well, Wolfasar, yeah, life is definitely full of surprises and most certainly full of hardships, and no one can really avoid that. You know, it's going to happen whether you like it or not, whether you're prepared for it or not. Sometimes there are things that you can't even prepare for. So my, you know, I guess my philosophy is just kind of like take things as they come, and, you know, definitely trying to talk through what you're feeling with people. If you have any good friends you can call up, usually really helpful. If you're going through a hard time, trying to figure out what makes you happy, and if you can find the time, try doing some of that. Definitely find ways to take the pressure off of yourself, because otherwise you're just going to stress yourself out far too much and you're going to make life more difficult for yourself. There are just things that you can do to kind of mitigate the impact of the hardships. I'm not saying that they're easy to deal with or that they aren't going to happen, but I am saying that there are things you can do to kind of like handle them more easily and kind of like have a different outlook and perspective, so that when they do happen, it's like, all right, well, you know, shit happens, basically. And try not to get your hopes up, you know, like just having more realistic expectations of things kind of helps out and stuff like that. So, very good question. Jonathan asks, do you think Smash 4 will last as long as Melee? Now, this is a huge question. I don't think Smash 4 will last as long as Melee, because Melee is still being played competitively. Melee is still one of the most viewed games, one of the most attended games for tournaments, in terms of console at least. I can't speak on PC, but or, you know, esports, like including League and Hearthstone and other games like that. But Melee is a bit of an anomaly, because we see tons of games die out, even Smash Bros. Brawl, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Street Fighter Third Strike, Street Fighter, you know, all these games and their predecessors usually die out once a new version comes out, because no one really wants to play, you know, a game that the same people have been winning for the past 10, 15 years. You know, it's like everyone already has so much experience, so to jump into this new game this old game rather, is just going to be too difficult, and why would I play an old game when I can play the new one? However, Melee has had such a strong following, and it's just taken off in a way that it's aged very well, I could say, and it's just a cool game to play, especially with the Smash documentary. It's, in a sense, it's immortalized Melee as the coolest Smash game, in a sense. It's like, whoa, look at the golden age, man, I wish I could be a part of that. So everyone went back and they started practicing Melee, going to Melee tournaments, and it's had a bit of a resurgence. So I don't think Smash 4 will suffer the same fate. It would be cool, but realistically, I don't think so. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know where the thumbs up button is. Definitely share this video, let people know about this channel, that it's making a comeback, and if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. I would also like to extend a bit of an advice series. So if there's anything going on and you would like to send a message either to my email address I have listed on this channel or my YouTube inbox, please feel free. I'd like to start up an advice series and answer questions or concerns that people might have to the best of my ability, and kind of like make vlogs about that. And maybe you might be having an issue that somebody else might be having, or vice versa. So I just think it would be a cool way to kind of kickstart this channel up while I am in the process of getting a better camera and thinking of better, funnier videos to do for you guys, and skits and things like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much as always, and I will see you guys next time. Later.